All right, ladies and gentlemen, we continue our business portion of tonight's card. Our next match is presented by Altered State Comics, the best selection of vintage and new comics and toys in the St. Louis area. It's Altered State Comics.
Oh, that music can only mean one man. Things are going to get interesting, as that sound is none other than the Southern Flamingo, Kody Lane. One of the most athletic men in professional wrestling. There's nothing he can't do.
This match is set for one fall. Coming to the ring first from Savannah, Oklahoma, 200 pounds, the Flamingo, Kody Lane.
And he will embrace every bit of it. Kody Lane, in terms of athleticism, talent, skill, there are very few who are as naturally gifted as that man. Sometimes the attitude, the flamboyance gets in the way. But if you took it away, would he still be as good as the Flamingo? I just felt the cold chill. It's about to get very evil, but very nice.
His opponent, very nice, very evil. Love that.
Danhausen, who is getting worldwide attention. He's turned it into AEW Hausen. And he's back here in Glory Pro Wrestling. And in terms of two guys that turn it on, both athletically and flamboyantly, you're not going to find much better than Danhausen and Kody Lane. This is going to be wild. If you have any idea what's coming, I'm going to tell you right now, you're lying if you think you know what's coming, because these two, if that graphic doesn't tell you everything you need to know right there. What are we going to see? Danhausen with the low five. Oh boy. This is the portion of the show where I like to remind the audience that I have a college degree. Danhausen and Kody Lane circle off the start of the matchup. And I don't know what that setup is. For crying out loud. It's a mirror image. Every step Kody Lane takes, Danhausen follows. Oh, brother. Collar and elbow tie him. Hey, I recognize that as a wrestling move. Back into the corner we go. Kody Lane. Count being reined in, and Kody picks up the boot. He just gives him a little shove. That's what I'm talking about with Kody Lane, the dexterity in the legs. Well, not long ago in Alpha One Wrestling, to the north of the border, Daddy Longlegs, Kody Lane, captured the attention in Canada and has become a massive rising star both in the United States and in Europe. As back to the buckles, Danhausen takes Kody Lane. Uh-oh, I've seen this before. Oh, Kody Lane, he's not gonna have any of it. Drop toe hold by Danhausen. And now, oh, can he do that when the man is down? All right, he let Kody get back to his feet. He cursed him. Danhausen back to the... What did he just kick out of Kody Lane's hand? Oh my God. Yes, he's got him tied up in the ropes. Look at this. A variation of an octopus submission hold. Danhausen's got Kody Lane's arms wrapped up, working on the head and the neck. I think the referee I have until 5. I think he got to 5. Second rope on the inside for Danhausen. He'll dive his way in. Takes Kody Lane through. Lane up in the corner. Danhausen. He'll charge. Kody just got a piece of his boot, which tripped him up into the buckles. Now Kody throws him in. Wow. Danhausen hit those turnbuckles like a cannonball. Just to count at two, Kody Lane threw him like he was a St. Louis Cardinals right fielder going home. Shot to the back from Kody Lane, working on Danhausen. And as much as Danhausen is very evil, it's Kody Lane getting down and dirty right now. Lane pulling Danhausen out of the corner. And to buckle again, and oh, the back of Danhausen. Now you gotta wonder, how much can Danhausen take of that? We've seen in recent weeks, Danhausen on AEW TV, Ethan Page, as well of Glory Pro Wrestling fame, threw Danhausen almost clear across the ring. Forearm to the back of the head from Kody Lane. And you gotta wonder, Danhausen's back is still reeling from that. He was watching, because that's exactly what he's looking over, is the back of Danhausen. Fans getting behind Danhausen as Kody again sends him to the buckle. Danhausen held on that time. Back elbow strike. Kody Lane charges. Danhausen backside. Roll up. Count of one. Count of two. Kody Lane able to get out. Danhausen charges. Kody Lane hoists him. Slams him. Backside to the outside leg. Count of two. That's all he's going to get. Presses him back down. Count of two again. And again, that's Kody Lane is going. With Flamingo saying, well, you don't threaten the official. There you go. You owe him an apology. Danhausen gets his arm kicked back by Kody Lane. He brings him back to his feet into the turnbuckle. Danhausen reeling. Kody Lane sits him on the top rope, and are we going to see a back rake? Oh, right down the back of Danhausen. He licked his fingers. That is not sanitary. Kody Lane stepping on the chin of Danhausen as he ties him to the tree of woe. And now onto the ropes. And oh, you know where he's standing right now. Whoa, boy. Well, I said I wasn't sure what we were going to see in this one, and that is what I was worried about, that somebody was going to pull something like that. Kody Lane.
5 minutes elapsed, 5 minutes down.
With Danhausen seated on that top rope. Well, if he lands his belly to back, it could be all over for Danhausen. Danhausen realizes it, hooks his hand onto that top turnbuckle, elbows to the back of Kody Lane's head, now fires him down. Danhausen trying to get himself extricated from the situation. He does indeed. Gets out of the way of Kody Lane and then throws him right onto the back of his head, German suplex. Snapped him over. Kody Lane down. Danhausen trying to make his way over to Kody Lane. Lane from a seated position, using the ropes to pull his way up. Danhausen back to his feet as well. Clothesline as Kody Lane hits the deck. And a second time, Danhausen caught that time by Lane. Northern Lights from Danhausen with a release. Danhausen hammering the canvas. Kody Lane up. Danhausen charges, catches him. European uppercut, slides to the outside of the ring. Ooh, knee to the back of the head. Lane charges again. Danhausen, shoulder block. He's going to slingshot himself back in. Right into another snap German suplex. And Kody Lane's in big trouble. Danhausen going this way and that. Lane may have no idea which way it's coming from. Danhausen up to his feet. Brings Kody Lane to the shoulders. Go to teeth! Kody Lane knocked through the ropes. Oh, Danhausen got everything he wanted. Go to teeth right on the money, but Kody Lane out to the floor. And if you're Danhausen, you may just want Adam Kennedy to count this. No, Danhausen's going to roll out of the ring and go after Kody Lane. He could have won this match by countout. Kody Lane hasn't moved since he hit the floor. Danhausen rolling him back in. Kody Lane took the opportunity. Daddy long legs. And now Kody Lane goes with the exact reverse plan. He wants the count. Up to 3. Danhausen stirring, but not much. Kody Lane would be very content to take this one by count out, and he might. It's up to 9. No, Danhausen able to get back in. Kody Lane right there to meet him. Lane, pop up, power bomb. Count of 1, deadlift, up to the shoulders, Death Valley driver. Oh, he got all of that. He got everything on that. Hook of the shoulders. Danhausen kicked out. Kody Lane couldn't have executed that any better. He dropped Danhausen right on his head. I can't believe Danhausen kicked out of that. Kody Lane ties up the hair. Double underhooks. Lane's got any number of ways he can finish you off. Danhausen, though, hooks back in. Could it be? Go to teeth the second time. Lane caught the foot. Danhausen caught the foot. Oh, Kody got the boot up, though. And again, there's those long legs coming into handy for Kody Lane, who climbs his way up all the way to the top. Could it be moonsault time for Kody Lane? It is, but Danhausen's out of the way. No water in the pool. Danhausen charges. Lane caught him, but Danhausen turns it into a submission hold. And Kody Lane stuck in the center of the ring. He taps. Danhausen got him.
9 minutes, 26 seconds. Your winner by stretch submission, Danhausen.
That stretch submission from Danhausen as he trapped the head of Kody Lane with his leg and was able to pull that arm back, the shoulder, the arm, the neck, everything wrenched for Kody Lane, the pain unbearable. And Danhausen, very nice, very evil, very victorious here at Glory Pro, live from the Pageant II. Danhausen takes it to ludicrous speed for the victory.